I'm representing the S3, so I think it'll definitely win.
I think the S3 should win.
I think the iPhone 5.
I've come all the way from Chennai to defend the Google Nexus 4.
I'm representing HTC 8X.
I think it's going to be a close call between the Galaxy Note 2 and the iPhone 5.
I think the Galaxy Nexus 4 should win the Phone of the Year award.
I think it'll be a close fight between the iPhone 5 and the Note 2.
The winner is of course going to be a tough one because you have all the flagships right here.
Note 2.
Nokia Lumia.
Note 2, Note 2.
Galaxy S3.
iPhone 5 is the best.
Nexus 4.
iPhone 5!
Thank you. Welcome to the last phone standing. This is our second time that we're doing this. Big success last year. You all thought this was a great idea, so a great idea has to be repeated again. 10 phones which are phones of the year. 10 techies that are the best in the country. 11, but you know I'm not counting myself. 10 techies that are the best that we have in the country. Each will choose one phone and present it out here, and then they themselves will vote. How this will happen, what are the rules? Let's take you through very, very quickly.
The top 10 phones of 2012 have been chosen by a public and jury vote. Each phone will be represented by a jury member as to why they think it should be the phone of the year. Each speaker will get 60 seconds to present. One question from the panel and one from the audience will then be asked. Jury voting will be out of 100 points, 50 for the phone and features, 25 for the presentation and 25 for the Q&A. The presenter for each phone will not give points to themselves. Also, the highest and the lowest marks will be disregarded.
So 2012 has been an amazing year, especially for mobile phones, especially for smartphones. And the proof is if you look back and think of a phone that you bought just 12 months back and a phone that is out right now, it's almost as if generations have passed because smartphones and phone technology has completely changed. And these 10 phones today being presented will prove that to you. But only one will be the last phone standing. Only one can be the phone of the year. Let's start things off. Kishore Bhargav with the Samsung Galaxy S3.
Okay, so the Galaxy S3, in my opinion, a fantastic phone. It's amongst the best Android phones that's out there. It's got a lot of features in it. In fact, if you buy the phone today, a month down, you'll still be discovering features on it. So it's got things like motion, all kinds of motions that you can do which trigger off different actions on the phone. It's got some superb gesture-based control of the phone. Absolutely no lag. Obviously, it's very super spec. It's, you know, fantastic screen. You know, everything is great about that phone.
All right, so that is Kishore with the Galaxy S3. I'll start from the panel. A question for Kishore, okay? Yes?
Kishore, one thing about all Android phones is that they get obsolete within the first 6 months. You know, secondly, suddenly 2 months down the line, you'll see something which is even better. How does the S3 take care of that?
I think, you know, the biggest problem with Android is when you look at the updates coming for the OS itself. You know, as long as it's pushed out at the right time, I think it's okay. So the Samsung S3 is already running Jelly Bean. I don't see any reason for it to lag behind there.
From audience.
One question I like to say is that Samsung is still continuing with its overlight and overthin smartphones, but made from plastic body that feels quite delicate. Why is it not going for some kind of premium materials in future?
Okay, sure. Good question. I mean,
Very good question.
It's the flagship of Samsung. Why doesn't it look it?
If they were to make it all of metal, it would become too heavy. So if you want the phone to be light, fit in your pocket easily, fit in your hand easily, it has to be made of lighter materials.
Okay, I think we're good with that. Kishore, thank you very much. Brilliant presentation. Made the S3 look really good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that was the S3, truly a contender for Phone of the Year. But up next, absolutely and totally again, a phone that blew most people away. The HTC One X Plus with Vaibhav.
The one trend that's changed over the last few years is that design is making a comeback. And good-looking phones are really the factor that people consider when they're buying and spending so much money on a smartphone. And the HTC One X Plus is definitely one of the best-looking smartphones, not just in the Android ecosystem, but across the board, including the iPhone and the Lumia series as well. That said, when it comes to Android, it ships with the latest version of Android, which is Jelly Bean. It's top spec, feels good in the hand, has a nice screen. And what I really like about the 1X Plus over the S3 and some of the other devices is that because it's an LCD, the whites are nicer. And you spend a lot of time reading text on your smartphones these days. And that is a huge factor that works for the HTC One X. And of course, it's a very good camera. You can install all the apps. There's Google Now. And it feels really nice because of Project Butter and the smoothness that Jelly Bean has brought to the picture. So overall, great battery life, good camera, excellent looking phone, and all the goodness of Android.
If you could have one more thing on the HTC One X Plus, what would it be?
I think it'd be a slightly better camera.
Okay, so that is a smart way for Mala to get you to criticize a feature of the phone, which you went straight for. You were like, okay, the camera I don't like. I want a better one. Okay, absolutely. From the audience.
So why HTC didn't come up with this idea when launching the HTC One X, when seeing the sales of Samsung S3? It has so good sales. So why didn't HTC One X Plus was launched back in April? When the competition started?
I think they did miss a step but the thing that we need to consider is that the One X was launched much prior to the Galaxy S3. And HTC realized that they had missed a couple of steps and they fixed all those errors that they'd made with the One X with the One X Plus.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for Retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.